Mitra Jashni, Executive Director of Farshgerd Foundation, has provided explanations regarding the irresponsible response of Ali Hurstji, the lawyer of Mehdi Sarkis, son of Isa Sarkis, to the amicus brief presented by Farshgerd Foundation in order to oppose the claim of compensation of $156 million of Mehdi Sarkis, the son of the former Director General of Press of the Ministry of Guidance, from the blocked property of Iranians abroad. Response to Illinois' public media and Islamic regime cheerleader Barbara Slavin. July 28, 2022. Representative Mary Miller, aisle 15, and Brian E. Lieb, Executive Director of the Iranian Americans for Liberty joint statement in response to an article in illinoisnewsroom.org and Barbara Slavin's comments. Brian E. Lieb said, "Let me be clear. Everyone knows that Barbara Slavin acts as one of the de facto mouthpieces of the Islamic regime and works closely with regime's lobby, NIAC, here in America. It should come as no surprise that in less than 24 hours after I called out her boss Ali Khamenei on Twitter that this article was published about me, Iranian Americans for Liberty and our dear friend Representative Mary Miller from Illinois. In the article, IL Public Media Politics reporter Harrison Malkin takes aim at Representative Miller's comments related to supporting maximum sanctions against the Islamic Republic of Iran, and he parrots the regime's talking point about how US sanctions hurt the Iranian people. This talking point is a flat-out lie. The only thing that hurts the liberty-seeking Iranian people is the totalitarian regime in Tehran that spends the country's resources on enriching the political elite and in funding terrorist groups around the world. This same regime is also leading the world, along with their allies in Beijing, in being a human rights abuser. Furthermore, in Mr. Malkin's article, he uses an anti-Semitic dog whistle that Slavin's mentor, Trita Parsi, has used on multiple occasions when he said, quote, "which also has ties to pro-Israel advocacy organizations," end quote. Yes, we do have relations to pro-Israel organizations, the same way Slavin, Parsi, Quincy, and NIAC have ties to an anti-Israel organizations such as J Street and If Not Now. Lastly, Slavin's comments on how we have little prominence in an attempt to smear us. Over the last 18 months, about 1.5 years, we have hosted over 20 meet and greets with members of Congress, many of which serve on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and we have supported non-congressional oversight letters and one House resolution. In addition, we appear regularly on US television and international television, radio, and print media. In closing, we condemn Illinois public media, NPR, and the University of Illinois for using taxpayer-funded dollars to spread Tehran propaganda and to spread lies about me and IAL. Shame on Malkin and Slavin for trying to smear IAL and our dear friend Representative Mary Miller. We proudly support Representative Miller and thank her for supporting the liberty-seeking Iranian people. Representative Mary Miller, aisle 15, says taxpayers should be outraged that NPR, which is supposedly national public radio, is using taxpayer dollars to publish reports on behalf of the terrorist Iranian regime with talking points from the Ayatollah. NPR is literally taking American taxpayer dollars to publish articles for a regime that chants death to America, which is why Congress must end taxpayer funding for NPR. As I said during my meeting with Mr. Lieb, I fully support the Iranian people and I believe we should be getting tough with the regime in Tehran, not appeasing them as President Biden has done. Islamic Republic's mismanagement in flood and landslide crisis on 28th of July 2022 in Imamzadeh Dawood of Tehran led to a disaster. According to Red Crescent, because of the floods, so far 5 people have been killed and 9 people are missing. In the Firuzkoh flood on 29th of July 2022, 9 people were killed and 16 people are missing. The delay in delivering first aid in Firuzkoh after the flood has led to such a disaster, and the officials have just attributed the delay to road-heavy traffic. The humiliating and violent treatment of the guidance police agents with an Iranian woman in Nusha because of her hijab. 30% reduction in consumption of milk, dairy products, chickens and eggs. Ali Reza Salami, a member of the Islamic Republic Parliament, admitted that some food items have been removed from people's tables and the consumption of chicken, milk, dairy products and eggs has decreased by 30%. The rally of animal welfare supporters protesting against the brutal mass killing of dogs in Gandak Damavand animal shelter. The government institutions have killed dogs in Gandak of Damavand even though the animals were under control and castrated. Group resignation of the education forces in Kuhdasht on 27th of July 2022. 11 staffs of the Ministry of Education and Training in Kuhdasht city submitted their resignation request in a mass letter due to their economic and livelihood problems. The second day of protests of shopkeepers in Kish Island against the bad economic situation on 25th of July 2022. Shopkeepers of Kish Island had been on strike in the past days against the high price and reduction of flights, recession of their business, and the sharp decrease in their incomes. The protests of employees of Madiran Hashgerd company against their low salaries on 26th of July 2022.